You are suffering for a reason. You are in that difficult situation for a reason. That's how I believe right now. So today, this evening, I got a chance to discuss about sayings, old sayings in my class. So we were talking about saying, and I've got a chance to share my life experience. So there is a saying that I hold on my whole life. It's a saying that I use as my life motto. It's called, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." So I believe in that. So let me share about my early stage of life. I wasn't born in a poor family. I was born in a decent family. So we weren't rich, but we could spend money on what we want. I was one of the most popular kids at school. So everything was fine. When I was 8 years old, it took a turn. We moved to Yangon, and then things started happening from that point. So life took a turn and we became very poor. We had nothing. All the reputation, all the dignity, all the fame and money, everything went away. They didn't belong to us anymore. So life took a turn at that point. So at the time, I was very shocked. Because think about that. At one point, your life was all perfect. You are a smart student. You can spend money. You could wear nice clothes. And at one point, you had nothing at all. From the most popular kid at school to the invisible kid at school. So life changed tremendously. So at the time, I started thinking, why? Why me? Why that happened? Why my life changed like that? So I was very sad, depressed. I became very insecure, and I kept asking me, why did that happen to me? What did I do wrong? Did I do something bad in my past life? So I asked so many questions, but just by depressing, it didn't save me. Life didn't have mercy on me. So it kept giving me a lot of trouble, suffering, and pain. So I kept asking that same question, why me, right? So, and then why it kept happening, I got to know something, that I cannot go on that way anymore. Because I was not trying to fight back, but life kept giving me all the challenges, difficulty, and suffering. So I have to upgrade myself. I have to prepare for myself, right? But there was an interesting thing. That is, as I kept going, as I kept getting the challenges, facing the difficulty, I grew stronger. I became stronger. I became more resistant to the problems and difficulties. So at the time, I started seeing differently. Why did I become stronger? Why is that? The pressure that might break other people cannot break me. I became more resistant, more durable. Why is that? So at the time, I started thinking differently. So, are these suffering and pain really a curse? Or can it also be a gift? So that's the point where I started thinking differently. So, and then at one point, I got to learn this saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So I will be like, at the time, that is quite true. Because I believe when the universe wants you to improve, when the universe wants to give you a better version of yourself, it sends you difficulty and challenges. But most of the people, they fail because they see them as difficulty, just suffering that way. But for me, as I keep suffering, as I keep taking those challenges, as I see it differently, At that point, I see them as gift. Those challenges, all the suffering and pain, they can be a gift because the universe gives you those challenges, and then when you get over it, when you can overcome those obstacles, you became stronger, you became a different person, you became a better person. So something like that. So at this point of my life, that is true, totally true. As I said before, the pressure that I have suffered might break most of the people at my age. But for me, I take it in a different direction. Now the way I think it, when I am every time I am in difficult situation, I will be like, now universe is trying to give me a prize, a reward. So it sent me this challenge. So what I need to think is, why am I suffering? Not like that. What I need to think is, what is the prize? What could be at the end of this road, right? So this is the way I think differently. So I think this saying, this motto, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So whatever difficult situation you are in right now, I want you to take that as a gift, because this universe is testing you. This universe is trying to give you rewards. This universe trying to make you a better person, trying to change you to be a stronger version of yourself. So that's why it's testing you. So what you need to do is, you have to keep going, you have to keep fighting, you have to hold on to yourself, you have to have faith in yourself. Then at the end of the road, at the end of the challenge, when it's all over, you will see the reward. So keep fighting, my friends. So that's what I have learned after all the suffering and pain. I believe there will be more suffering and pain on the way, but this time I'm seeing differently. So they are not the causes, they are the gifts. Thank you, my friend. I'm Mr. Suit.